Hi, art teacher with you here again today, and it's a continuation of the 2-point perspective unit. We did a house with stairs and a sidewalk all together, and in my opinion, if you can do that and do it successfully, you can really take off and get more creative with it. Today, that's what I'm going to do, is just do some drawing with using 2-point perspective and try to get a little bit more creative with it, just as I go adding more and more things, all relating to those 2 points. Before I go on, just a reminder, do your subscriptions and your likes and all the regular YouTube stuff they do. So, let's get rolling on this with our vanishing points, and that's going to be a good starting point. Again, if you haven't done part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, go back and take a look at those. Now, I'll be talking a little bit as I do this, but mostly I'll just be doing some drawing. So, start with your 2 points, and you don't have to follow along exactly on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and start making maybe some weird kind of wacky stuff. Maybe I'm going to do this house floating up in the air, and you will see the bottom of the house. That's kind of a fantasy type of thing. So why don't I start with that? And that's a horizon line idea, because this is above the horizon line. Remember, the horizon line is, if you connect the 2 vanishing points together, anything above the horizon line you're looking up at. So there, if I had like a house, and I'm going to make the end lines here. Now I'll even draw the bottom of the house. So the idea here is, you know how to use vanishing points. You know how to use the the vertical lines. So you should be able to take off and draw some kind of unusual stuff or things from your imagination with these 2 vanishing points. So you should clearly see how I did that. I made a house above the horizon line, and you can see the bottom of it. What I did is connect the bottom of this end line to the opposite vanishing point, the bottom of that end line to that vanishing point, and now it looks like it's floating in the air. That's kind of cool and interesting, you know. How about I do a building down here with some stairs, and I'll kind of quickly draw out those stairs. Have that little segmented line, which is a segmented center line, and that's going to help me to line up my stairs really nicely back to the vanishing point, just like I've been talking about. If you're not sure about how to do these stairs, take a look at videos number 3 and 4. Those will really help you on those. But today's video is just showing how you can start putting things together and adding many different things together off of 2 vanishing points, and again, kind of getting more creative with it, like this. Let me do the end line of those stairs. Then I'll put some kind of structure, maybe a structure with a garage. That sounds like fun. So those lines are either going up and down or back to the vanishing point. And now I'll do this will go into a structure with a garage. So let's go ahead and extend this one up, and it's got a weird house floating over the top. That's kind of fun. Now, I'll make this a flat roof on this garage I'm going to do. And here's the end line of that garage. And to get the other end line of the garage, I need the bottom of it. There. There. Okay? And this will be the top of the garage bay. Then a couple of vertical lines for the 2 sides of the garage bay. There we go. So I have the garage bay there. That's not perfectly vertical. I think a little better. And then I'm going to see the inside part of this, of that wall. So I'm going to want to bring the bottom of that back. Get the wall thickness. Vertical. That's the inside part of that wall. And then you're going to see the inside of the garage, so I got to bring it back to the bottom of that end line. There. So you see the inside of the garage, the other wall on it. Maybe make a little door here on the garage. And that'll be 1, 2. And then maybe a little building on top of this funny looking garage thing we got here. Yeah. Why not put a little funny building on top there with a little door? Not so tall, about that tall. Oh, make this head back to the vanishing point. This one head back to the vanishing point. There. Oh, there's a little building on top of it. Maybe a little door and a couple windows in that building. There's a door. You can only see part of it because there's a little ledge there. And a couple windows. There's a window. And another little window. Just kind of doing that quickly. The idea is I can just make up stuff as I go and just relate it back to the vanishing points and just add more and more. How about a little bench right here in front? So, let's see. That can be the corner of the back of the bench. And just sort of bring everything back here to the vanishing point. There we go. Give this that bench thickness here. Vertical. Go. So you'll notice all these lines are either going up and down, which is vertical, or back to the vanishing point. So that's the back of the bench. Why don't I go ahead and add the seat part? Vertical. There. There. And there. So that's the basic idea of it. Let's go ahead and add the legs. Those are all vertical. The inside of that leg. And a little vertical. Go. Oh, let's give the top of the bench some thickness. And that's kind of a funny little bench. It could be a little taller, but again, if you're getting creative with it, you can make it however you want. It doesn't have to be taller. Get rid of all those little end lines, and they're all heading back toward the vanishing point on that side and the vanishing point on that side. That was a quick little bench that I added here. Oh, let's do another couple more garage door bays on this side. There's vertical. There's the top of the garage. I'll do one here. There we go. Maybe a street level door. Okay. So that would be that, and then maybe I can see inside of the wall on this part. There it goes. And I'm going to see the back side of that wall here. So just as I go, I'm adding more and more. That's the floor, that's the wall back there. And maybe add another door over here. This vanishing point across. This could be the top of the door. There. There. Oh. There's that little extra line. Got the door, got the garage. You could just add tons of stuff. Maybe a little road coming out from here would have to relate to that vanishing point. There it goes. And maybe it won't go out so far because it'll catch on to this road coming off of that one. So let's try that. Yeah, little driveway coming off. And this is the main road right here. So you can do a lot of that type of stuff all over the place. Let's try to make a road coming off here, intersecting with that one. So you're not gonna want it to be on the bench, so it'll be meant to be on the side of the road. Yeah. And here's the road coming down. He's got an extreme angle now. There. Road coming down this way. You could even do the center line of the road. The no pass line on that road coming right down the middle. Up. And then these could all those little lines hit that vanishing point there. And that's not so precise. It's kind of precise. There it goes. And then I'll do this by hand. That type of thing where you have the road coming out of that vanishing point and out of that vanishing point intersecting here. Yeah, I give this little sidewalk a little bit of thickness. And again, it's just as I go, I'm getting creative with it, coming up with new things I can add as I go. Did a little bench there. Make this be a little vertical. That. Ramp right there, going up. Okay, kind of gives you the idea. And I can keep adding more and more as I go. I can just go off and I can do another house floating over there. I could do another bench over here. Careful about putting things too low though, because then the perspective gets a little bit wacky. I'll do a couple more like this, just to maybe focus in more on that bench, huh? And just till I'd like to support you to the point where you can get to just whatever you think of, be able to draw it in proper 2-point perspective. Hey, you take care. Thank you so much. Hope you're getting something out of that.